What's going on? All one of you. We have a world record, earth shattering one viewer here live and in person for today's festivities. I apologize. I really do. It's been a unorganized day. My fault. Just playing it by ear the best I can. I just got here a bit ago. My house is fixed. Good news, bad news. Cost a ton of money. The better news, though, is now we at least get to open some boxes, so we can all maybe have some fun. Maybe we'll get a super fractor. I don't know. We still have a good amount of UFC Chrome left. The buyback program runs for the next 19 days. It is still good until June 30th. So if you're in the area and you're local, I believe we have hobbies for 200, which is 50 less than what we initially had them for. So it's a good thing. Pereira, $20. Get color refractor. We'll talk about it if we get to it. It's worth more money in trade-in. So we also have midnight in stock for that crowd. Maybe the next UFC break I come up with, I'm gonna get some midnight into it. I opened one box for me. Kyle might have took it. I opened one box just to take a look. Yeah, I don't have it. That stuff is really nice. Obviously, the who's in the product, who's on the checklist, things like that are out of our control. Not every year of baseball cards is like 20 isn't as good as 21, isn't as good as 22. However that plays out. But the actual look of Midnight is pretty tremendous, so I'm pretty pumped with that. Enough of me talking, though. Let's break. You guys all know what letters you have. If you need help or you want to know, let me know. And then the only thing that's up right now is a 9-box Bowman mixer. Tomorrow we'll get Series 2 going and take it from there. But right here, right now, we're chasing rare inserts and big hits. Let's see what we can get today. There's so many fun inserts in UFC Chrome. You get way more out of a box of this than you do out of like Topps Chrome Baseball. Like it's hard to explain to folks that aren't like baseball people or that aren't too familiar with how Topps operates and like what to expect from them, because Panini is meaningless numbered card city, and we'll elaborate when we get to it. But here we go. Base cards. Krylov with the negative refractor, Shevchenko and Robbie Lawler. A couple of inserts there. Purple, we got Bully B, Chuck, Dan Hooker. Purples are not numbered in UFC, which is really weird because they're 250 in normal Tops. Amavov, there's your guy, whether you like the stoppage or not. He is your winner, and a refractor of GSP. Anybody watch the fights this weekend? What do you guys think? I didn't even plan on watching them, and I watched them. So I love when that works out. Love being able to do things I didn't have to plan on doing. Kaikara France is also a non-numbered refractor. Renato Money Moicano. Gotta love it. The negative. Anderson Silva, and we get our first numbered card. It's Arnold Allen to 199 with an aqua refractor, which in baseball are numbered to 125. So it's kind of weird to see the numberings change within a format, even though it's all the same brand. It's Topps Chrome. Oh, autograph. It's numbered too. Mackenzie Dern. We have GSP to 10. Oh my goodness. This has got to be worth some money. Terry Maguire, congratulations. That's the best that I've seen out of UFC Chrome. Thanks for the singles at the Lake Station. Great selection. Oh, that's what's up. You probably dealt with my man Kyle. He runs my store. I was there. I don't know if you saw me. I was there early, and then I come over here and run the store on Sundays. But hey, thanks for coming it out. Thanks for coming and checking it out. We like to do the local shows, obviously, to help the local show promoters check out what's going on in the hobby. I, of course, like to buy cool stuff for myself. You can't see it, but I actually bought this at the show for myself, a Zebra Booker T, because why not? And but again, we do it to try and build what we're building here in the area with our store, because we have something for everyone. 10 cents to $10,000. That's my saying. We've got something that you'll probably like. But I do appreciate it. We wanted to bring those boxes for a long time. We finally have them loaded up. We're we wanted to see what you guys would think about it. So that's cool. I'm glad you like it. George St. Pierre is not impressed with your performance. 9 out of 10. This is sick. Super pumped for Terry. I don't even know if Terry knows a whole lot. Terry's just supporting the cause. You know, there's guys that buy spots just to help out. Now, I'm not saying everyone should do that. I think you should be fully aware of what you're doing when you're doing it. But trust me, I do appreciate the support all around. So we're trying to build a combat sports audience. I enjoy watching the fights. So we want to continue to build that up. Roundtree. And what do we have here? Countdown. I am not too familiar with this insert. Countdown, Robbie Lawler. He was just... Robbie's prime is pretty ridiculous. I was the guy where the old gentleman came up and referred to my fanny pack as a merce. Oh, jeez. I vaguely remember merce words getting thrown out there, but I'm like all over the place all the time. But I remember, I just don't remember. But absolutely, dude, I'm glad you enjoyed. That's what I'm worried about all the time, is making sure that we have something for the customers to enjoy. Even though we're a full-fledged business that runs for profit, even though we work directly with all these dealers and get waxed direct in the right way, and even though we charge people sales tax when they come to the store, even if they have cash, and we don't do all these sweetheart things that you expect in the hobby, even though we have to do all those things, we still want to make sure that you guys get the best bang for your buck. And then the flip side is we also don't ask 200% for our cards. We price our stuff to sell, and not a lot of people in the hobby do that. It's one of the more frustrating things. Mike Davis with a negative. So you can be very confident when you come here enough times that you really don't have to double check everything you see, because sometimes when you do it, you're like, oh, I gotta buy that because it's actually way less than it goes for. Khabib. And we have Yao Zhao Nan. So I just messed up and put those in the wrong pile. But I'm very, very about... Well, he's a good one, Terry. I really like that card, bud. So it's awesome. Anderson Silva with a prism. So we're just always trying to be mindful of you guys. Plus, we like having you in the store digging through boxes. Then we just get to talk about sports with whoever, and we usually have something on to watch. Like, we've had college baseball on during the day because it's been on. Kamaru Usman. There's always something, you know, to 150. We're just building, like, we want this to be a spot people want to come to all the time. That's what we're doing here. We're having fun. Pantelja, Sean Strickland, Dolidze, Purple Chuck, Purple Iceman, Giga Chikadze, Manuel Torres with a negative, Angela Hill, and Cowboy. Still have one more auto in this box. Terry, what's up, dude? How are you, man? Mitchell Lipsky with the refractor. Prohatska and Robert Whitaker. Negative DeLima. Esparza and Bearju Craig to 299. I think he just lost his last fight, though. This guy, like, wins a fight, loses a fight, wins a fight, loses a fight. He's got really good jiu-jitsu, but then you see him, like, get out-wrestled, so it's kind of weird. I don't know. I'm not a practitioner. I don't claim to be a practitioner of any sort. I'm just a observer that has literally been observing since the very first UFC event ever, when I was barely out of my Pampers. VHS tapes, all that stuff. GSP, Blockowitz. I think we have a gold coming up, which is awesome. John Jones, Adesanya, Ketlin, and it's Josh Quinlan. And I'll be honest with you, this is not the best year for rookies in any type of combat sports. I don't know a whole lot about this guy. I'm sure I'm going to look him up and it's going to jog a memory. But 11 out of 50 going to Jay with a gold rookie auto. There's just... we had one of our UFC guys in here talking about, I forget which rookie. I'm like, yeah, but that dude's 30 years old. So even though his record's good, he's still old. Like, the hobby Card people do not care if you're undefeated if you're 30 years old. Card people want you to be 18 years old as a rookie. That's just the facts of the matter. So like I'm not trashing any of it. I'm just explaining how people that don't know UFC, that don't know combat sports, when they look at these cards and their prices on the market, they're going to turn around and go, he's 30, we don't care, or whatever it may be. So he's a welterweight. He doesn't even have a Wikipedia page. He's 6-2. Who's he fought? Sure Dog will show us. Oh, jeez. He had a no contest on the Contender Series. I don't know. Maybe it was a win. It says no contest overturned. And then he won. He had to have won because that would have got him on a UFC contract. And then he knocked out Jason Witt, and then he's lost his last 2 fights. Lost in February. Got knocked out by another guy I'm not too familiar with. So I don't know. He's definitely a undercard guy for now. But I didn't see how old he was either. It's probably my fault. Keep moving on though. We got GSP and a gold rookie auto in a box. Marvin Vittori, Rodriguez, Kaikara, France, and the Iceman. I love it. He's my favorite. It dates me. He was my absolute favorite. Our last pack here in box number 1, a Prism, Pantoja, more Iceman, and Weili Zhang to 199. All right, so Kyle Porter with the letter J. My man Terry McGuire Chuck is the GOAT. That's what's. Hey, Mike, I'm glad you're here, brother. Hey, do me a favor when you get a chance. Or no. I'm sorry. Sorry, Austin Pena is the one I couldn't tag. I know both of you guys are local. And Mike, we have some cards here for you from the last one we did. And if you'd like, we will ship those to you, dude. You don't have to come into the store. But for some reason, we have them in the back, so I don't know if you told us to hold them or not. Either way, let me know. If you want us to ship them, dude, we'll have them out tomorrow. You know what I mean? So, Chuck is the GOAT. I love it. Big fan. I had his poster of him knocking out Tito on my wall when I was in high school. All of that stuff. I need to come in and do some exchanges. That's why I asked you guys all. Okay, yeah, no worries, dude. No worries, man. Just when they're here for a little bit, I'm like, dang, maybe he wanted us to send them to him. Like, maybe we'll get him out. Here we go, box 2, Future Stars, Ian Machado, Gary. I am not an Ian Gary fan, but this is probably a nice hit. I mean, he's talented. This was one of the last letters to go to. I was shocked because you got him, Islam. You got some stud hits with the letter I. Sam Salabura. Congratulations. I'm actually super curious what this goes for. I'm going to look. It's the first one I've seen, too. 2024 Topps Chrome UFC Ian Machado Gary. Is it 2 R's? Yeah. Ian Gary is my guy. There you go. See, people like him, no doubt. I'm not saying I don't like him. Holy crap, it's only $20? That's insane. Islam's base autos do like 50, 60. That's crazy. I would buy this all day long for $20, so I'm going to buy him just because he's good. That's what I'm saying. Man, I feel like there's so much untapped potential in this market. Like, as far as the hobby goes. That's why I want to build up a UFC audience. So, Ian Machado, Gary. Now, knowing that his base auto sells for $10 to $20, and you look him up, he's 26 years old. He's the 7th ranked welterweight right now, and he is 14-0, which makes him very hypeable until he actually loses a fight. He just won a split decision over Jeff Neal in February, and when's he fighting next? Oh, he's fighting Venom Page at the end of the month. That's going to be fun, too, because he beat Kevin Holland. That's on that McGregor card, if that happens. What do you guys think? Oh, UFC's huge all over the world. Ilya, too. Should have bought. Yeah, no doubt. I don't like Ilya, but yeah, he's obviously proven he can fight. Oh, man. That's ridiculous. That's a buy all day long. And undefeated UFC fighters just don't come along very often, period. Because usually you need a little help, like boxers, being protected to keep your record flawless. Once you get in the UFC, it's about the matchup. That's how they make fights. Styles make fights. That's the truth. And here we go. Next pack, Sandhagen, Munoz, Cody Garbrandt, William Gomez, Michael Chiesa, Forrest Griffin, and Tuivasa. But yeah, it's a worldwide sport, no doubt about it. Hamzat with a Prism, Nunez, and a Volkan Ozdemir. The old veteran. Tom Aspinall with a refractor, Lipsky negative, Waller, Izzy, excuse me. This pack was crimped really tight. Cards are fine though. Jamal Hill, Alex Siva, purple, Rebecca Prism, rookie Bruno with the magenta Usman, and there's just a lot going on in this pack. Pedro Munoz to 299. That's what's up. I think I got Hamzat. I got a gold Hamzat auto out of 22 Chronicles. Same thing with him. His hype's kind of diminished, and he hasn't even lost yet. Although I'm kind of naysayer of him too. But he's like, his threats aren't as exciting as they used to be. Choi Sungwoo, but if he knocks someone out in 10 seconds again, then people will get excited. Albazi, International Flair. I think the representings are rare. I'm pretty sure they're rare. Izzy, and it's Weili Zhang. I think the only other one I pulled is DC. So this is going to go to Z. Terry. Even though you say it backwards, Zhang is technically the first name. I don't know the culture of China or any of the specifics, but we have gold. We went from 3 to 4 fights a year to not fighting in over a year. Right. He hasn't been very active. But no, that's exactly what it is. He burst onto the scene, and then he just sort of you're not hearing it. He had some tough fights, is what happened. Sergey Pavlovich, like, he fought Gilbert Burns, and I'm not so sure that he beat Gilbert Burns, but I think that's like, hey, okay, if they're all this tough, we can't just say we're gonna smash everyone. Got to figure it out. Amir Albazi to 50. 31 out of 50 with the gold refractor. Going to Mike. There you go, bud. You did. Oh, that's pretty sweet. That was a crazy fight. I haven't rewatched. I don't rewatch fights. I know a lot of people rewatch fights. I watch them live, and that's usually about it. I have rewatched fights, but I don't go out of my way to oh, I want to see that again. But I just remember it how I remember it when I saw it live, and I'm sure I didn't see it perfect and saw every little detail. One of the few fights I've ever went back and rewatched is the GSP Johnny Hendricks fight, because everybody says Johnny Hendricks won that fight, and I went back and watched it, and I don't agree. Yeah, GSP looked worse for wear, but I think he won 3 rounds of that fight. And we all know the steroids behind that whole fight, so I'm not. And I was a GSP hater at that time, because GSP was boring. All he did was jab and control people so dominantly on the ground, it was boring. He was too good. GSP was way ahead of his time. He was so good, he didn't have to do a whole lot. And he was the first dude to tell you, I don't like getting hit in the face. Who does? Nicolau and Patty Pimblett. So it wasn't a big, but yeah, obviously he's one of the greatest, if not the greatest. Matt Serra thing aside, but. We will keep moving on. Kelvin Gastelum. Purple, Shavkat, he's another one of those guys that's got a lot of hype going on behind him right now. You can say what you want about GSP, the dude still trains. So, like, I mean, it's not like he let himself go after he retired or anything. He's just a martial artist. Rodriguez, so I got nothing but respect. We got a little Bully B. He's getting a title shot to 199. Like Eddie, oh, come on, stop. That's silly. That's silly. You said it looked like Eddie Hall. Oh my goodness, that's funny. I mean, that's real funny. There he is, Bully B to 150. Bilal Muhammad, what is this? UFC signature card. There you go, Mike. 44 out of 150. Robbie Lawler, Anderson Silva, and Kamaru Usman with the Fists of Fury. This is one of the more rare inserts in the set. Less common. And folks, we are just like that. We're down to one more box in this one. So let's see what we're gonna get. Been a pretty good first two boxes. Seen some cards we haven't seen. I've seen a bunch of this stuff get ripped. We've done a little bit. We maybe ripped the whole case total up to this break. Like I said, now that we have a means to get the product, I want to be able to build the audience so that when the new, like the next UFC release, we're gonna have it on release day. We're gonna be ripping it on release day. Like, there's no reason we should not get it. You know, Midnight was more of a limited release, so it took us a while to get it. I had to grease the wheels, not grease the. I just had to, you know, let the people know, like, there's not everybody wants to buy UFC that owns a baseball card shop. Like, not everybody wants to buy soccer. Blah blah blah. Like, if I'm gonna pick another sport, I want UFC. Like, we do sell some good amount of soccer here too, surprisingly, but. We've probably sold more soccer than like UFC stuff recently, but I'd rather find and build this audience. Nascimento, Prism, Demba with the rookie. I don't know if he has any hobby value, but The Rock bought this dude a house. Everything you hear, I've never heard anything bad about this guy. I have nothing bad to say whatsoever. Very, very humble beginnings. He might sell. I don't know. I really don't. And Giga Chikadze to 299. Hooker, Shevchenko, refractor or negative of Sean Strickland. Paul Craig refractor, Gaethje with the negative, and we have a countdown of Usman. Do we already have one of these? Maybe these aren't as rare as I thought. I don't know. Maybe we didn't. Maybe we had a different Usman. Bryce Mitchell, Ismagulov, Burns Aspinall, Juliana Pena, Johnny Walker, and Jalton Almeida. Almeida to 150 with the blue refractor. Generation Now's coming. Those are rare. One in like 4 or 5. So one in more boxes than we're doing. I'll tell you that much. Yao Nan, Paulo Costa, and it's Juliana Pena. Kyle. Generation Now insert. Cruz, Cormier, Sandhagen, Parker Porter, and a green. Whoa. Melquazil Conceição. Haha, got me. Green refractor of this guy going to the letter M. Terry Maguire. I want to hear you pronounce this guy's name when you come pick these bad boys up. You let me know. I'll wait. He's gonna practice. He's gonna come in and nail it. Cyril Gahn, Volk, Gilbert Burns going to G. Terry, there you go, buddy. Gilbert Burns auto. Knew it. I knew it. Arnold Allen, Rosas, Pavlovich, Demopoulos, and an Angela Hill refractor. Talia Santos, Rafa Garcia, Angela Hill, and a Robbie Lawler refractor. 2 packs left. I do appreciate you guys filling this thing up. I hope you're having a good time. I do appreciate your patience while we worked on getting it full. Like I said, we'll keep tweaking things. We'll keep making adjustments. We'll keep trying to have as much fun as we can. With the fight cards, Rafa Garcia to $2.99. Going to Terry. And for another few weeks, man, we didn't get any Pereiras unless he's in the last pack, but he is the buyback subject, so if we could pull him, a numbered one of him would be worth big money. Robbie Lawler, purple. Lucindo, Pro Hotska. I love this guy. I don't know why. He's just nuts. I'm all about it. Josh Emmett, Krylov, and our last hit is Brandon Moreno. There you go, Mike. And on that auto, base auto, it's former champion, yes. Yeah, and he just lost 2 straight split decisions. That's crazy. That's bad luck. Or you really just lost fights. I don't get too excited about the real tiny guys, though, being honest. They're just too small. Mighty Mouse Johnson didn't sell pay-per-views. That's my whole argument for it. And it's not talking bad about anything. But Mighty Mouse didn't sell. And he's the greatest little dude of all time. I'll rest my case. But anyhow, hope you guys had a good time. We had some nice hits in this one. And with that being said, we had George St. Pierre to 10 for Terry, Bilal Muhammad to 150, Ian Machado, Gary, Josh Queenland to 50 with the gold rookie refractor auto, Brandon Moreno, Rafa Garcia, Gilbert Burns, this guy, Juliana Pena with the Generation Now rare insert, Jonathan Almeida, Countdown Usman, Giga Chikadze, Fists of Fury Usman, Bully B with an Aqua, Gold Amir Albazi, Weili Zhang with the representing rare insert, Pedro Munoz, Vulcan Ozdemir, Weili Zhang again, Paul Craig, Kamaru Usman Blue, Countdown Robbie Lawler, and Arnold Allen. Thank you guys very much. Hopefully you guys had a good time, and I'll see you all when the next one is.